Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today what I have for you is episode 18 of my Football Manager 22 save with Derby County. Now if you do go on to enjoy today's video, please make sure you drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 10 likes on today's episode, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you are new as well. We are now on the road to 200 subscribers and we're trying to hit that by the end of the year. So if you could subscribe, that would be massively appreciated. Since you were last with us though, we've advanced about a month in terms of actual game time, but we've only actually played 3 games. It's actually been well over a month. We started out then with a 3-1 win at home to Millwall. Very good performance in this game. Louis Sibley getting 2 goals and an assist. He was very good in that game. We then had a 0-0 draw away at Brentford. It wasn't a great performance, to be honest. There was a lot of players who just weren't really performing. Brentford have got a very good team though on Football Manager. They've kept pretty much all of their players since getting relegated from the Premier League, so it was a very tough game. I was happy with a point away from home. Buchanan got sent off in that match though, which wasn't ideal. Then we were 9 games undefeated going into that 10th match. We then got an absolute thumping away from home against Stoke City. Sam Surridge absolutely ran the show. He was fantastic. We scored 2, maybe 3 goals, which were all disallowed in the end for offside. Moniz picked up like a 5-6 week injury. I think it was a pulled calf, something like that. I can't remember what the specific injury was, but he's out for quite a long time. I don't know if he's still fit as well either. Surridge absolutely bullied Matt Clark in the ad. I think Clark's like, what, 6'4", 6'5". He got absolutely bullied by Sam Surridge in that game. I think Surridge got 2 goals and 2 assists. 2 goals, headed goals, crosses coming in. Clark just can't get there. And then the other 2 were flick on Surridge. They played a 4-4-2 formation, did Stoke, as you'd probably expect a Stoke team to play. But in today's episode, we have QPR at home for you, and we also have Barnsley at home, so first versus second. We'll also have the start of the January transfer window. A couple of players' loans have been extended. We've not made any more signings yet. I don't even know how much money that we've actually got, to be honest. We have 1.8 million left to spend, but we are also slightly over the wage budget. I'm also told that Barrigan wants to leave the club because he's going to fail to get a work permit. We've tried to sell him on. No one wants him. We tried to mutually terminate his contract. Nobody wants him either. But make sure you drop a like on today's episode. Subscribe if you are new as well. And I shall see you all once I've picked the team for the game against QPR. A little bit of team news for you. Neil Fariguia, who we signed in the summer from Shamrock Rovers, has officially, his loan has now ended. We signed him for 500k. He's actually been doing very well in Ireland's first division. 11 appearances and 4 assists, 1 player of the match, averaging a 7.12. So he's not done too badly at all. Probably not going to get much game time forward. He looks like a very good left wing back, but apart from that, just looks like a fairly average player. Probably not going to get much game time. We might try and get him out on loan to maybe a League One club, something like that. But yeah, he's now back and available for selection as well. So it's another player who can play on that left-hand side, because I think that's actually quite needed, because Brandon Barker has actually been very disappointing with what I've seen from him so far. I don't know what his specific stats are. If we go on to him, he's made a lot of appearances off the bench, to be honest, but in 18 appearances, he had 1 goal contribution in the Championship. He's been absolutely terrible. So if I can't remember his name. So he's not actually registered for the next match. So he's not actually finished his loan anyway. But let me pick the team. Here we have it then. This is the team that I am going to be using for this match at home to QPR. We've got Di Gregorio starting in goal. A back 4 of Byrne, Eduardo, Clark and Buchanan. I would have actually dropped Clark for this game, but Beck Sorensen is suspended. Moniz is going to be out for another 2 weeks as well, so he won't feature in today's episode. We've got Bielik and Bird starting in midfield, Sibley starting out on the right, Joswiak starting out on the left, and Johnson in behind Hendry, who has 1 goal in 13 appearances for us so far this season. Been very underwhelming. I'm trying to consider selling him. He's on £6,000 a week, I think, so he does need to kind of start scoring goals. He's got a big opportunity for himself in this match against a team who are fighting relegation at the moment. It's a game we absolutely must need to win. I believe we actually played them earlier on in the season, an episode that we actually recorded on camera. I can't remember what the score was. We probably beat them. We're doing very well this season. The gap is starting to close though. Picking up 1 point from our last 2 games has not been ideal at all. We're now only 2 points above Barnsley. With us playing them next in today's episode, we do really need to win this match. 10 minutes on the clock. Not a lot has happened though so far. They've gone, oh, that's actually us, our formation there. If I look at some of their plays, they do have some decent plays, but then they also have some plays where I think, how the hell is he surviving at this level? Free kick here then for QPR. The ball comes in from lower, it headed over though by Dunn. We'll give him some more encouragement, because neither side has really offered much, to be honest. Sibley's gone into the book. Norwich have taken the lead against Bristol City, who actually, they're kind of in the title push, but not really. They're just fallen off a little bit too much, to be honest. Thankfully, we did manage to beat them earlier on in the season. I mean, we've not really seen a highlight, apart from that free kick, which ultimately came to nothing. There is a chance here, though. Johnson whips a ball in, cleared away by Ward, comes back out to Daniel Johnson. Goes into Eduardo, loads of space for him. Can he get a ball in? He goes all the way back to Buchanan, back in after suspension. Ball comes in. Hendry's there! Hendry scores. He might be offside though. Is it onside? Apologies about that. I just had to go answer the door again. But Hendry is taking his opportunity here. His second goal of the season. Buchanan swings a great ball in. We know he can do it. And he's done it once again there. Recently signed a new 3-year contract as well with the club. Got a £2,500 a week pay rise as well. He's now on £7,500 a week, I want to say. It's a great ball in though from Buchanan. Granted, he's completely unmarked, is Hendry. And it has gone in the back of the net. Now, with the new update, I believe it still comes up with the amount of goals they've scored this season, whether they are onside or offside. So you can't really tell now whether the goalie's going to stand or not. Or you're just going to have to wait and see what happens. But just before half time, we've not been playing too great, to be honest. Thankfully, we managed to take the lead. We'll tell them it's been a good first half performance, though, so they all get happy. I'm looking at Johnson and Joswiak and thinking we probably need to take them off soon as well. Barnsley, I don't think are winning their match yet either, so we're back to 4 points clear at the top of the table. Sibley puts a corner ball in, and it's 2-0. Matt Clark making up for his errors in the last game. His first goal for Derby County since his, I won't really say big money move, but since his move in the not the January transfer window, the summer transfer window. It's a great ball in from Sibley once again, and Matt Clark finally showing what he can do. His aerial dominance proving to be too much for QPR there, and it's Derby County 2, Queen's Park Rangers 0. We will now make some substitutions as well. If we go over to our tactics, we're going to take Johnson off, and we're going to put... Can Bird play attacking midfield? Not really. I mean, maybe we go a little bit more... Actually, no, we can bring Jason Knight on at attacking midfield. No, I'd rather have Jason Knight out on the left, to be honest, actually. And we'll get Merida on at attacking midfield. He can do a decent job there as an attacking midfielder. And final change, we shall get on Hatton Ben Arthur for Louis Sibley as well. We're 2-0 up this game. He's pretty much all but done and dusted. I think we will be able to pick up 3 points. Return to winning ways, so it's just a little bit of a blip in the last couple of matches. You know, only picking up the 1 point from the previous 2 matches was far from ideal, to be honest. But 3 points here, back at home, back to winning ways. QPR have offered absolutely nothing, to be honest. We'll drop it back onto cautious as well, just to see the game out. Give them one final piece of praise as well. It doesn't look like we're going to see any more highlights, to be honest. We've got the 2 goals, and that's been about it. There's a couple of half chances here and there, but approaching added time as well. 3 minutes added on at the end of today's game. We are going to see one more highlight, I think. Byrne goes down the line to Hatton Ben Arthur. What can he do with the ball? He's taken down. I think they're going to go down to 10 minutes. Well, I also forgot to tell you, Carlos Tevez played his 15th match for the club, so he got a 1-year contract extension, which... not really something that I wanted, to be honest. I completely forgot that he could only play 15 matches, to be honest. But apart from that, we've won 2-0. They got a man sent off. You absolutely love to see it. The January transfer window is going to open now as well. And we're also going to get that new left back in. Is it Tom Pearce, I want to say his name is, from Wigan? It is going to be Pearce who is going to join us. We literally have a day's break, and then we play Barnsley on the Monday. So not really ideal, but this is what we've got a big squad for, to be honest, to be able to rotate. We'll give Byrne some praise as well. We've got a couple of players coming in, finishing their scout reports. Here's confirmation that Tom Pearce has now joined the club as well. He can either play as an attacking fullback or a defensive wingback. There's no real in-between with that. But at 24 years of age, for only 375k from Birmingham, actually, he looks like a very good player. Got some good potential as well. He's only League One standard at the moment, but he has the potential to play in the Premier League. He's apparently our 3rd best left back, so he's much better than Reece Devine, who I think probably needs to go out on loan now. Yeah, it doesn't look really good. He has okay potential, but since coming in on a free transfer from Manchester United, he's not really done a fat lot. So I think Devine, we're going to try and get him out on loan, or potentially even sell him. Lee Buchanan has also won Championship Young Player of the Month. He only played 2 matches. He only got 1 assist, so I don't really know how he's won that, to be honest. Didn't have a better average rating than the people who came in 2nd and 3rd. I don't really understand that at all, to be honest. And also Jeremy Sivy, who has nothing to do with us. I don't really... Oh, Courtney Clark has come 3rd in the League 2 Young Player of the Month. Fantastic. Here we have it then. This is the team that I'm going to be using for this match at home to Barnsley. Now, it's more of an absolute not lose rather than a must win, because I think we're 4 points ahead of them now. We just simply cannot lose this match. I will absolutely take a draw. But we've got Di Gregorio starting in goal. A back four of Byrne, Eduardo, Beck Sorensen, and Pearce also comes in for his debut. Bird and Bielik start in the midfield. Sibley on the right. Knight comes in and starts out on the left. And Johnson is once again in behind Callum Hendry. Now, Muniz on the bench, but he's absolutely shattered and he can probably play about 10-15 minutes. We do have a lot of options down here, but these sort of players I'm probably going to look to move on. They're just not very good, to be honest. Maybe try find low moves or permanent moves, to be honest. As you can see, we do have a lot of tired bodies out there. We might need to make some substitutions, but I'm more than happy with that team that we are going to go with. 3 changes from the last match. Fingers crossed we can get a similar result. Now, I was debating whether to put Pierce on as a defensive wing-back or an attacking full-back. We'll go defensive wing-back for now, but if we fall behind or anything like that, we can always move him back onto being an attacking full-back or a supportive wing-back. But Barnsley have a free kick here. Styles with the ball in, and Obi Ulare with his 7th goal of the season inside 4 minutes. It's an absolute nightmare start for the Rams. Once again, run done on a set piece. I mean, for some reason, he's just got a completely free header at the back post. No one is anywhere near him. I think it's meant to be Jason Knightsman. I don't know why he's all the way at the back post. Disappointing start to the game. We are still ahead of them. I mean, their goal difference is far more superior than ours. It's not been a great start to today's game at all. And they're coming forward once again here with Williams. Ball comes into the box, headed away by Burnley. He finds Sibley, lumps the ball forward up to Hendry, who heads it straight to the Barnsley man, but they've played it straight back to us. Not a great passage of play there from both teams. Eduardo goes to Sorensen. Goes out wide to Jason Knight. Inside to Bird. Looking for that ball through to Callum Hendry. In on goal. Shoots from distance. Oh, and it's found its way into the back of the net. It's awful goalkeeping from Collins. Hendry has 2 goals in 2 matches, proving why he should be staying at the football club. And 13 minutes on the clock. Somehow, Hendry has managed to draw us back level. It's an assist for Max Bird, who we have had offers in from Norwich and teams like that. I think they offered 5 million and a little bit of a sell-on clause and something like that. We absolutely rejected it. We don't want Bird going anywhere. He's a fantastic footballer, and especially for not for that price anyway. And thankfully, though, for our sake, we managed to draw back level. Hendry with the strike. We have a free kick here, which Sibley will launch into the box. Johnson is miles offside there. There's no way that's going to count in a million years. You can see the linesman got his flag up there. We seem to be poor at defending set pieces, not very good at attacking set pieces. I mean, what the hell is this? Every single one of our players is stood offside there. I don't know what we're expecting to come out of that. It just doesn't make sense. 20 minutes gone. Again, similar like the last game, not a lot's really happening, to be honest. We seem to have a decent amount of highlights, but apart from that, not a fat lot's really happening. We'll give him some more encouragement as well. Burnley's looking absolutely shattered, by the way. I'm not too sure if Barrigan is on the bench. I don't think he is. Gordon on the ball here, though. A bit of space for him to shoot. Good save, though, from Di Gregorio. I've still not decided who I prefer out of him or Ione. Ione actually requested to go out on loan about a couple of weeks ago now. So if Di Gregorio starts to pick up his performances a little bit more than what Ione is doing, then I could see maybe Ione going out on loan. Sibley on the ball here, though, gives it to Jason Knight. Ball through to Louis Sibley. In on goal, he strikes this time. It's a big save from Brad Collins. I don't know how he managed to save that one and not the Callum Hendry chance. It's a good opportunity there for Sibley. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to take it. He takes his corner, though, straight to Ulare, and that's really easy for Barnsley to defend. Johnson's on the ball once again, though, here. He goes into Burn, cuts inside, and that is the end of the highlight. Chances starting to pick up for both sides. Barnsley looking like the better of the 2 teams so far, which isn't really ideal. We'll give him some more encouragement before half-time. We don't even think it managed to get out there for him. We'll tell him we're not happy. Hendry is demotivated by that. We'll give him... Well, actually, we don't want to give him encouragement if the highlight is starting straight away from the kickoff. Fingers crossed it's not a goal for Barnsley as the attackers straight away here. Gordon with the ball. Pierce has lost it. Ken Sema with a strike. Good save, though, from Di Gregorio. We'll give him some more encouragement as well. Is that Ken Sema? I'm not really too sure. It's not. It's Abdallah Sema. Completely different player. Never heard of him, though, but it's not the man who plays for Watford in real life, so... Ignore what I'm saying there. We've got a lot of shy players out there. That's what we are saying, though. Let's make some subs. Joswiak's going to come on for Jason Knight. We probably want to get Johnson off as well for Carlos Tevez. We'll go with that. I mean, Tevez isn't really ideal. We'll play him as a shadow striker. And final change, we shall also get on... Should we get Faraguia on for Sibley on that right-hand side? I mean, I would prefer to actually play him on the left-hand side, to be honest. And we'll play our wingers now as actual out-and-out wingers rather than inverted wingers. Joswiak's going to move over to the right. So we've completely changed the front 3 in behind Callum Hendry. Give him a little bit more of energy and a bit more support up to him. See what they can do. Faraguia's on for his debut. The man from Shamrock Rovers came in for a decent fee, to be honest, in the summer. We'll go on to attacking as well, because I want to win every football match that we play. Eduardo on the ball now. Will carry the ball out of defence and he'll go back to Beck Sorensen. Into Max Bird, who's having a good game. Into Carlos Tevez, looking for the ball out wide here to Farraguia, but it's a poor ball, to be honest. Styles is on the ball now for Barnsley. Looking for that pass into Uluare. Back to Styles. Ball comes over the top, looking for Britton. Ball forward into Uluare, who gets there ahead of Di Gregorio. It's a brace, and it's an 8th goal of the season. Again, it's really poor defending. I just don't know what to say about that, apart from that is really poor defending. It's just a simple lump out wide, to be honest, from Callum Styles. It's a good first touch from Britton, and it's a good pass. Who is that who's sleeping? It's number 5. We don't even have a number 5. It must be number 6 then. Eduardo. Really poor. 15 minutes left on the clock. We fall behind. And like I said, it's a game we just must not lose. And at the moment, we are losing it. We need a goal now. Styles on the ball for Barnsley. Back to Roberts. There's no press from Hendry, who's meant to be playing as a pressing forward. Styles on the ball. Over the top to Thomas. I can't even get my words out quick enough. It's a really, really poor defensive line. We're absolutely all over the place defensively right now. Bloody hell. This is a nightmare trying to commentate this match. Things are just happening far too quickly. Thomas, ball comes in. Headed away by Sorensen. Only as far as Benson. Back out wide to Thomas. Cuts back and he gives it to Styles, but Thomas is offside there. Less than 10 minutes left on the clock. We're going to go very attacking. We need a goal. We've not really offered all too much, to be honest. We're going to demand more as well at the next opportunity. Tell him to always be pressed into added time. We move now. Not long left on that clock. 4 minutes of added time. It doesn't look like we're going to see one more highlight. And it's finished at Pride Park. Derby County 1, Barnsley 2, and it's a very disappointing result. Not ideal and not what I was looking for at all, to be honest. We're going to throw the water ball. They're all absolutely demotivated by what I have to say, but I'm far from pleased with what I've seen there. Maybe they're a little bit unlucky, but defensively, we're just really poor in that match, to be honest. And unfortunately now, we are only 1 point clear of Barnsley at the top of the table. Thankfully, we don't have a league match for quite some time now, so it'll give chance for players like Moniz to recover from their injuries. So they're not going to improve the youth facilities out of the board, but what they are doing is they are improving the training facilities. But that is where I am going to leave it for today's video. If you have enjoyed, a like as always will be massively appreciated. As I said at the start of today's video, if you could try and hit 10 likes on it, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you are new as well. We are now on the road to 200 subscribers on this channel. Trying to hit that by the end of the year, so make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. With your post notification bell on so you never miss a video of when I upload. Drop a comment in the comment section down below as well. What are your thoughts on today's video? Make sure as well to share the video around with your family and friends, as Jan Songo has joined the team who I have never heard of, to be honest. What league are they in? They're in the Austrian Premier Division. Fair enough, Yannick. I'll see you on the next one though. Peace.